Hi, I'm Kelsey. This is Third Eye Roll, and I'm going to be doing a little collective today. I know I said I wasn't going to come back for another few days for a collective, but I was kind of feeling drawn to. So I am pulling some cards out of the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell, and I am just going to go ahead and read these for you because somebody needs to hear this. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. The Hadarians are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love who see the love in all people and situations. As a result, I can't read today. Or any other day. I just can't read, I think. I can't read well, out loud. They can find it hard to have boundaried, interdependent, healthy relationships because they only see the unconditional nature of those they meet. Oof, that's deep. Okay. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body, to learn self-love first, and then establish healthy relationships with others. To remember that the love they seek is already within them, that they truly do have love all on their own. The message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It's common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship in which you give more than you receive, or perhaps there's a certain volatility to it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, and you're always unsure where you stand. This card is assigned to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made, consciously or unconsciously, to acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's safe to relax and just be you, to assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used a relationship to soothe and cover up. How do you lose yourself in relationships? If so, how? How can you develop a deeper love for yourself? That is card number 1. Card number 2 is Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open, that the world is not a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters. My eyes are watering right now. This is maybe making you cry. I don't know. You need to hear this. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. How can you open yourself up to receiving more support? And then the last card we pulled here is the Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestors, seed the light. Oh, this is just interesting. The imagery here is really pulling my attention, so maybe it'll pull yours too. Cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. You're an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in your unique way. You've likely been incarnating on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift. Sorry, the dog is trying to make herself comfy here. Bringing about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. We're at a tipping point right now. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. Ooh, goosebumps, especially with all of this astrological stuff happening right now. And astronomical stuff. Okay. The more grounded you remain during this transitional period, the more helpful you'll be. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you'll anchor onto this planet. The wisdom of the stars is imprinted in your soul. The more soul fragments you call home, the more this wisdom is seated here. You may be called to be in different places in the world to anchor this light. Perhaps by taking a trip or living in a certain location, you may find yourself experiencing awakening symptoms. The more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth's energy will become, and the less reactive humanity will be. You're here for a double mission, to grow as an individual and as part of a larger collective that's bringing about a shift in frequency. Trust that you can be in this world but not of it, and lead a truly glorious life. And then the activation here is, I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. So put your hand over your heart and repeat that. I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. If that resonated with you, I would love to know. So let me know in the comments below.